Hello then, welcome back. If you're here listening, please click join class and come and speak. So we're going to write something. I've already started it and I need somebody to come and help me to write some more. The verbling chat will be used to write, and then I shall build it all up. As long as the grammar's correct, I need good sentences, so we have to correct it as we go and speak about it. So make some suggestions in the verbling chat for our writing, but then let's correct it all first before we start. So there we go. I boarded the train just as it was setting off, but soon realised that I'd got on the wrong train and there were some strange fellow passengers on my compartment. Let me change that on. I think it should be in. On my journey, in my compartment. That would be better. So I'm looking in the verbling chat and I'm looking to see if anybody will come and join. Come and speak and hopefully do a little bit of writing with us. I'm going to start thinking now about what to write next. Something about these people. Maybe some of them are a bit threatening, I don't know. We could describe people as well. So let's see if you can actually describe people. That would be a good exercise and quite interesting. So I boarded the train just as it was setting off, but soon realised that I'd got on the wrong train and there were some strange passengers in my compartment. I think I'll take away the word fellow. Don't need that. I boarded the train just as it was setting off. I was only just in time. I could write something at the beginning, really. Something like why I was late. Hello. Hello there. Ina.
Hi.
You were in the last class, weren't you? So
Yes, I was.
yes. So now can you read the text on the screen?
Yes. I boarded the train just as it was setting off, but soon realized that I had got on the wrong train and there were some strange passengers in my compartment.
Yeah, how do you read this word? Look, this one. Whoops, not that one, not that one. Just a moment. This one, but soon realised. You see that realised?
Oh, okay, realize.
Yes.
I have said realist. Oh. I am really interested in this class because now I'm preparing for getting the first, and the part that I have worst is the writing. Sorry.
Oh, well, let's try it. See if you can write the next part.
Okay.
So use the verbling chat, please, everybody.
Okay.
And write some sentences, then read them to me, and then we will talk about them and see if they're good. Hello, Imad.
Yeah, hello. Just
Hi.
nice because the loading is taking a long time. The verbing loading, you know.
Yes, everything's taking a long time. I know.
Yeah.
That's why when I screen share, I always try now to load the pages before I come into verbling.
Yeah, and some people have been having hard time to get to Verbing page yesterday. Yeah,
Yes, the internet's very new, isn't it? We haven't had it for very long. The new kind of internet is changing very quickly.
I think there is a problem with the internet in the global problem. It's kind of the connection becoming slow in some servers in some countries, and yeah.
Yeah,
It's like here,
Javed,
it's not
let me
stable.
just speak to. So when you say I am in office right now, there's a word missing. I am in office right now. And then so I write something in window, in an article missing. You need to put some identifiers, Javed. Articles like the, my, our, some kind of identifiers are missing in your writing. I make lots of mistakes in making sentences. Yes, okay. So some more articles like my, our, the. So Emma, get busy thinking about what to write next.
To correct, what should I do right now? Should I
Well,
correct?
can you read the text on the screen?
I boarded the train. It's not very clear because it's blurring. Yeah, I boarded the train just as it was setting off. Wow, it have some mistakes, but soon, isn't it? Doesn't it contain some mistakes?
If you see any mistakes, then tell me what you think.
Okay, I'll
But
try to make correction in the chat box. Okay, as I can see.
I don't see any mistakes at the moment, but if you see any mistakes, then tell me what you think. Louis, do you know what we're doing now? Hi there, Louis. I can't hear you, Louis. So I boarded the train just as it was setting off, but soon realised that I'd got on the wrong train and there were some strange passengers in my compartment. So, Aina,
Sounds great.
let me have a look at this one. Then I'm going to put Aina Maria's on to this, into the
Okay.
story. I have to just throw a few line feeds into it because it's wrapping. It's not displaying properly. It's in Notepad only, so it's just going along the line. So I need to do this a little bit. And then, could you read it for me?
Oh, yes. The man who was standing next to me didn't look too kind. This medium-aged male was holding a cup of coffee and talking with his cell phone. Suddenly, I realized that he wasn't talking with a normal person. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's one word that strikes me as a bit strange. There's one word which I'm looking at now and thinking, that's an interesting word. Is that the way we should say it?
Which one?
Now, what does everybody else think?
After suddenly we should put a comma, I realized that he wasn't talking with a normal person. Should put a comma after suddenly.
Could do, I think, but I'm not going to fuss about that.
Maybe.
But look at this word. What do you think of this?
Medium age. Medium aged. We should say
Medium-aged is something I've never heard. Medium-aged. I've heard of medium height. I've heard of. Look, let me write something here. I've heard about heard of medium height, but not. So I've heard of another kind of word for aged.
Ah, okay.
What kind of word would we use to describe somebody who, in their age, not medium?
In the middle.
Middle-aged.
Middle age.
Middle-aged,
Oh,
yes.
okay, no.
So I'm going to put brackets around that one and say that I would like to say middle-aged.
Okay.
Okay. So there we are. That's good though. I'll put my notes at the bottom really here. So we'll have a kind of underline like that and then some notes to go in later. So I've heard of medium height but not middle-aged.
Okay. No, it sounds better to me middle-aged, not medium-aged, but I didn't know how to write.
Yeah, that's okay. So there's some new vocabulary for you. So middle-aged man. All right. So now we're going to go on from suddenly I realised that he wasn't talking with a normal person. And anybody can write the next.
So anyone can write anything and you make a correction for it?
Well, I'll take a look at it in the Verbling chat to start with,
Yeah.
and then ask you to read it, and then we'll look at the words and see if it's good and put it on the end.
And what should I suppose to write about, or anything, any topic? What should I write about?
No, keep the flow of it. So we've got some words. So at the moment we have, I boarded the train just as it was setting off, but soon realised that I'd got on the wrong train, and there were some strange passengers in my compartment. The man who was standing next to me didn't look too kind. This middle-aged male was holding a cup of coffee and talking with his cell phone. Now, I still think there's a problem talking with his cell phone, but cell phones don't talk, do they?
Talking on his
Yeah,
cell
I think
phone.
that sounds better.
Okay.
He is kind of using it like a tool with it, but it's not with it, is it? Because talking on his cell phone is better.
Okay.
So let's put that.
So I suppose to write something that just makes sense with this story, and just to complete it as I can.
Just to continue with it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll try.
Ah, we've got Firkin from the outside. But he's not in the room yet. So I thought for a second they were colluding against me. It wouldn't be so surprising considering I was an important government member. A sound was heard from the other compartment. Right, let's have a look at these words. There's some words we might want to change. Let's have a look. And I may find that I throw some bits away and add some other bits according to what we decide. So here we have some more. I thought for a second they were colluding against me. It wouldn't be so surprising considering I was an important government member. Government member, I'm not too sure about government member. I think I'd like to change the noun phrase a bit there. A sound was heard from the other compartment. Mutiny. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not too sure about government member. I think there might be another way of saying something like that. I've never heard people saying they are government members. I think the word member makes me think about member of parliament. I was, and government member isn't used. There is another phrase, isn't there? Something like government minister or something like that. accountability. Some people could even give some descriptions of some of these other travellers. So, for example, the man opposite me looked like he'd, I don't know, and describe people if you can. Colluding is a nice word, isn't it? How many people knew the word colluding before?
I didn't.
Perhaps you could try and read Firkin's text and see what you think. Can you try reading it? Who can read it aloud for me? Aina, can you read Firkin's text?
Yes. I thought for a second they were colluding against me. It wouldn't be so surprising considering I was an important government member. A sound was heard from the other compartment. Mutiny.
Yeah, I just want to change government member. I'm going to say something about government member. It's not wrong. It just doesn't feel quite like it's the right noun phrase here. So I'm going to change that to government minister. Yeah. Imad, you're here in the room. Let me just see what you've got there.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Could I ask you to read it for me then?
Okay. I try to keep calm of myself. I try to look as normal as I can, I looked in my round and found a lady with her son standing next to me. I said hi. I was trying to start conversation with her, but she looked at me in a strange way.
Okay, the conversation is interesting because sometimes it's countable and sometimes it's not. And it's okay to use it in uncountable form, but probably, you know, you can have start a conversation or start a conversation. So that word conversation is interesting. And you've used it in uncountable form. And that's okay. I tried to keep calm of myself, though. I don't really like the first line here. I tried to keep calm of myself. I think this is...
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I could say it another way. I keep myself calm.
Yes, that seems better, doesn't it? So let's take that one out of there. In fact, you could just say, I tried to keep calm.
Yeah, is it correct to say it just like that?
That sounds fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to keep myself calm, and you've repeated I tried, so maybe we can rewrite the next one. I tried to look as normal as I can. There's a problem with can at the end. Because as I can is a kind of ability can. So yes, I go with, was it Nino's voice there? Or was that Aina?
Yeah.
Could is better. Yeah, could is better because if I say, I tried to look as normal as I can, then it's strange because it means, you know, I can do that, can't I? Yes, I can. But as I could. But there's another expression which is even better. As possible.
Yeah.
I think that's gives me the idea of what I'm trying to say.
Better.
So I tried to keep calm. I tried to look as normal as possible. Can you combine those into one, Emad?
I try to keep calm and look as normal as possible.
I don't see why we shouldn't just use an and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we don't even, it's interesting, look, we don't even need the to now. I tried to keep calm and look as normal as possible because, you know, when we have a conjugation, the and, conjunction there, and, then we don't need to repeat the to plus infinitive. I tried to keep calm and look as normal as possible. No need for a to there. So that looks like good natural English. Well, what is my round?
Around me.
Around me, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I always use this word. I think it's like not English at all.
I looked around is okay.
Can I say looked about or turn about?
I looked about. Sometimes you can say looked about, but here I want to say I looked around. I looked about and yeah, looked about is good too. I looked around and found a lady with her son standing next to me. That's an interesting word choice, found. But I'll keep it because it's possible. I looked around and found a lady with her son standing next to me. I said hi. I was trying to start conversation with her, but she looked at me in a strange way. Yes, that's correct. And so is that correct. I was trying to start conversation with her, but she looked at me in a strange way. That's good now. And now I'm going back to the verbaling chat because I've missed a lot of stuff here, 2 lots. So we've got first of all Ina's one.
But I think that food corners one is better before mine.
All right, let me read yours first, or can you read yours out aloud just to check the grammar is okay, and then we'll go on.
I had a look at her, hoping she could help me. Fortunately, she noticed that I was scared and wrote something on her phone.
It's perfect English, except your pronunciation on the beginning of the second sentence. So can you read that big word at the beginning of the second sentence?
Yes, fortunately.
There's no ate in an adjective or an adverb. Fortunate. Fortunately.
Fortunately.
Yeah, fortunately, that's it. Because verbs have an ate.
Okay.
Verbs have an ate, but yeah, but it's a good sentence. Actually, I think we can have them both. So I think that's correct. So I want to get as much correct English as I can in. So that's good, I think. I had a look at her, hoping she could help me. Fortunately, spelling would be just one ly at the end for the adverb. Okay. She noticed that I was scared and wrote something on her phone. Yeah, I don't like wrote something on her phone because how can you write something on your phone? I think you need some kind of special indelible ink and some kind of special marker pen, don't you think?
Yes. Type something on her phone.
Yeah, typed something on her phone. Is there a better word? Interesting. Maybe we can change the way we say it. We can use texting as a verb with a phone.
Yes.
So we can say something like that. Because it's clear now, the meaning is clear. but if you write something on your phone, it's not quite clear. So now we're going to Firken. At the moment, I'm cutting and pasting it and eating a chocolate biscuit, sorry. One moment. He's not in the room, so I need a reader, but let's get it straight first. Here we are. Ah, yes, I think there's some things to say about this. That's good. I don't like correct sentences. They're so boring. I do really. We do want them to be correct, but it's interesting when we make mistakes and speak about them. So let's see if I can find something to say here. Firkin, can you read it for us? So you're not here, are you? There's space in the room. You can come in and read. Don't feel shy. Well, you're not shy, but you're letting people have space to speak, I know. Okay, maybe I can ask Tam Linda, are you there? Ty? Tam Linda? No? No mic? Louis, have you got the mic there? No, you might think you've got a mic, but it's got to be plugged in. Can't hear you.
You want me to read for Khan?
Ah, got you now. Yeah, good.
Her fairy eyes. Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, I thought it was. At first, for a second, I thought it was Louis, but it's you. Okay, Emma. Okay, you read it for me, please.
Her fairy eyes scared me off. I got up, changed my seat while thinking what was happening in the other compartment. I was walking in fast pace to jump out of the train. The train was unbearable for me. I got stuck in the train with full of freaks. Yeah.
Freaks, yeah. Now, first of all, let's get the pronunciation, and then we'll look at the grammar and the words. So, first word, which I want you to say again, is scared me off.
Scared me off.
Air. It's like scared me off.
Ah, scared me off.
And the next word is which was the next one? Yeah, that one, I think. Try that one.
Unbearable.
Unbearable, yes.
Okay.
Okay, look through, everybody, and I can see some things. I've got some points to make about this. Can you tell me what they are?
I felt that the connection between the sentence could be better than what it is right now. When I was reading, I felt that the transition between the sentence was not that could be better.
Okay, I'm going to go to here, where I've typed those @ signs, and underneath it, I was walking in a fast pace. That's where I see my first mistake in this sentence. So I'm going to tab in the strange ones. Actually, I won't do that. I'll just tab in the sentences I don't like. These two. So, any ideas about those two?
Maybe jump out is jump out, jump off. Could be jump off.
Jump out of is okay. Jump off is good as well, but that's not the problem. It's something about speed and prepositions.
Maybe fast pace too isn't correct.
Well, the to jump out is the reason for being so fast, so that's correct, because when you have a reason for something, you use the to plus infinitive. I got up to have my breakfast, so I went at a fast pace to jump out of the train. The to is okay. There's another mistake. I'm still waiting for people to find a preposition mistake in the first one.
The first one, preposition.
I was walking in.
I was walking in is not good.
Could be on.
I was working on. That's still not right. So, okay, imagine you're in a car and the speed of the car is 100 miles per hour. I'm traveling 100 miles per hour. What? At?
I was walking at the fast pace.
Yes, I was walking at a fast pace because it's speed. Let me make a big capital at speed. At a fast pace. The train was unbearable for me. That could be improved, but it's correct. We could say that a number of different ways.
What does unbearable mean?
It means I couldn't stand it. It means I hated it. I really didn't like it.
Okay.
So now the next sentence, I got stuck in a train with full of freaks.
I had a stacking. No. I was stacking.
That's okay. That is not okay. How can we be with...
I got stuck in a train full of freaks?
Yeah, we can take away the with. We can have with freaks, but full of freaks. Freaks are very strange people, aren't they? Maybe. So we don't need the with. So that's good now. Now I'm down to... who wrote this? That was look weird. Emad, it's yours.
Yeah, I correct some mistakes.
Okay, well,
yeah,
if you've corrected them already, then just tell me what they are and I'll do them here.
Okay, the first one, that looked weird. I omit the was one.
That looked weird.
That looked weird, yeah. And the time. The next.
Hold on, I'm going to put that in.
That's had a
wrong.
meeting that day.
Yeah, we need an article there because your conversation you luckily got away with because conversation can be uncountable, but meetings can't be.
A meeting that day. And I tried my best to get on the time. I tried to get that time, the article.
Tried my best to get what?
On that time. I added that.
Still don't like it. Get on the time, I don't really know what that means, to get on the time. I imagine it might mean that you go to London and you climb up Big Ben and you stand on top.
No, I meant that I have appointment or I have to be at a specific time. I try to be punctuate that time.
Okay, you need an unknown place.
Okay. I get to be to get there on the time. Now it's correct?
But no, because now it's correct.
On time. To get there on time. Wow. Great. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get there. I feel for sure that someone has cast a spell on me.
What's this, Dayan? I'm down here now, looking at this sentence.
It's not mine.
Okay, so yours is okay now. And whose is this one then? That's Javed. Javed or Javed. Javed is not here. So
it doesn't make sense.
I'm just going to look at it. If it's not good, I'm just going to make some comments now. Let's have a look. So yeah, I tend to agree with you. One day I saw a Dayan in front of me, and she was telling to me. Well, the verb tell is transitive. So what's wrong with if I say that's okay then, except it should begin with a capital letter. The next one. The verb tell is transitive, so what's the problem?
And she told me. And she told me.
Yeah, but not telling to me, and she told me, so not telling to me, but telling me. She was telling me. I'll keep.
Mr. Leon, we can't hear you. I think you are muted or something like that.
Leon, someone has muted you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm back now. Yeah. Okay. Look. So okay. This is interesting because we've got some direct speech here, which is not in quotes, and she was telling me, "I will drink your blood," and that looks like direct speech here. So that affects the grammar too. So let's have a look at it. We need speech marks, quotation marks. I will drink your blood. But do we use tell with direct speech?
No.
No, we don't usually, do we? It's difficult to do that. So she told me that she would drink my blood. She said, so I think I'll change the verb, because telling me something, we don't usually use direct speech there. So, and she said, and said is intransitive, said to me, I will drink your blood, but I woke up and thought it's dream and not real. So that sentence has got a missing article, hasn't it? That's an easy problem. It's a dream and not real. Okay, I'll oh God, you saved me, Diane. Okay, well, it's a bit silly anyway, so it's all going to go away. But we've seen that said, well, I'll keep this bit in the notes. Okay, so it's going out of the story because I didn't like it too much. It jumped off too much at a tangent, I think. So, oh, Nino, what have you done here? There's a load of stuff there. Is it? This is just some communication to somebody, is it, or is it part of the story? Nino, is this part? Is this for us?
Yes.
Okay, let me have a look at it then. Take it all in and take a look at it now.
Okay.
So it's going to need a bit of text wrapping here. Last Friday, can you read it for me?
Okay. Last Friday, I traveled to Berlin. The trip was a bit long and dull as we first stopped at Köln. Then I had to wait 2 hours for the connecting flight. I spent this time wandering through the airport, getting in and out shops with no interest in buying something. Finally, I went into an Asian fast food and ordered fried noodles. 10 minutes after 10 minutes later, the waiter brought the meal, and as soon as I tasted it, I pushed it away. It was just uneatable. I don't know, it's uneatable. They probably have misunderstood. I'm sure they thought it was for a 6-month-old baby, so overcooked. Then I just got out and ran straight forward to the boarding room as I heard the automatic voice launching the last call.
Okay, right. There's a lot of things to think about here, so let's go. So first of all, you always need a capital letter at the start. I know you know that.
Okay.
So last Friday, I travelled to Berlin. Now that's good. The trip was a bit long and dull as we first stopped at Köln. Now, some cities are so fortunate that they have their own name and their own pronunciation in the English language. So this is one of those. Do you know how it's written in English?
No, no.
Well, first of all, it's not Köln, it's Cologne.
Cologne, okay.
So we write it like that. You know that, for example, Paris is Paris in English, not Paris. And some famous cities around the world have an English name. And and this one does. So the trip was a bit long and dull as we first stopped at Cologne. Then I had to wait 2 hours for the connecting flight. That's all good. I spent this time wandering through the airport, getting in and out shops with no interest in buying something. There's something wrong here. So I spent this time wandering through the airport. That's good. Now we've got 2 pushed in there. Getting in and out shops with no interest in buying something. Can you fix those 2?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, I can hear you. You're very quiet.
Are you asking me something?
I'm asking you about these.
Okay.
I've pushed them in, so I want you to look at them. Getting in and out shops. I think there's a problem here, and something there. So can you change?
Getting in and out of.
Of is good, yeah. Of shops with no interest in buying.
Nothing.
Now, when we have a negative.
Anything.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, and now going on. Finally, capital F.
Okay.
I. Do you know what the capital of Do you know what the capital of France is?
The capital of
France.
Paris.
No, it's F. Look, France. F. Okay. So finally, I went into an Asian fast food. I went into an Asian fast food. Didn't you get covered in sweet and sour sauce?
No.
So there's something missing here.
Maybe
Isn't there?
Asian restaurants or.
Well, it can be anything, can't it?
Yeah, restaurant, anything. Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah, something there. And ordered fried noodles. Capital T. 10 minutes.
Later.
The waiter brought them later. Yes, 10 minutes later. 10 minutes later, the waiter brought the meal, and as soon as I tasted it, I pushed it away. It was just uneatable. Yeah, inedible and uneatable are both okay, but let's spell it right. I think it's got to have its.
Inedible.
Inedible is another word, but I think uneatable is okay. It is a word that you can say because it has a slightly different feeling as well. Inedible, uneatable. Well, yeah, I don't object to you saying uneatable. Let's try. I'm not sure how we're going to spell it though. Must be like that. See if it's in the dictionary. But I don't really object to that word. It's sometimes you don't have to use inedible. You can use uneatable, I think, because it might even have a different feeling. They probably have misunderstood. I don't like the word order here. It's not actually wrong, but I think it's a bit clumsy. What do you think about the word order?
They had probably misunderstood.
Yeah, I think
They had.
put it there, the verb. And now I'm sure they thought it was for 6 months.
Can you say? Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you say they probably had misunderstanding or?
Misunderstood.
They probably had a misunderstanding because a misunderstanding is a countable noun. They probably had a misunderstanding.
Can you say like that?
Yeah, you can, but you need an article. They had a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Misunderstanding. You need
They
a
had probably misunderstood me.
Yeah, you can put a me in there. That's okay as well. And you can say, I don't like this had a misunderstanding here because I'm not sure exactly of the situation, but they had probably misunderstood me is much clearer. So I'm sure they thought it was for a 6 months old baby. Now, this isn't the way people say this. They make an adjective here, all the way in one. Do you know how to do it? You can write the adjective in the... Somebody write the correct adjective with the correct spelling in the verbal in chat. One word.
Hyphen.
Yeah, hyphen, yeah. Not quite right. Fix it, it's not quite right.
Hyphen between 6 and months.
The hyphens are correct, but one of the words is wrong. Not months.
Months don't have an S.
6 month old. That's the right one, yes. 6 month old baby, that's right.
But we still have 6 months, not one. I can understand why we should omit the S.
Because it's an adjective, and it's so I say I went for a 3-mile walk. I have a 10-ton truck.
Can I say can I say 3 weeks of work? 3 weeks.
So make a sentence for me, and I'll tell you.
I've been working on verbing for 6 weeks.
That's different though, because 6 weeks there is a noun. So there you do have the plural. But if you use it as an adjective of measurement, you don't pluralize it. You stick to the.
Yeah, I just referred as a measurement, not as.
Yeah, for adjectives, this is the rule. For measurement adjectives, so like a 3-mile hike, a 10-mile run, a 6-week holiday. Yeah, because if I say I went on a 6 weeks holiday, it's not right, is it? Can you hear? I went on a 6-week holiday. Okay, then I just got out and ran straight forward to the boarding room as I heard the automatic voice launching the last call. Launching the last call? Announcing the last call, maybe. But yeah, that's a bit strange, that verb, launching. Because launching is like launching a rocket, launching. So the voice doesn't launch anything, so it announces. Okay, good. That's it then. What's next? That's good. And we've got some more time, so is there any more now? Well, while we're waiting for the next one, Nino, you could actually read it all through. You could read it through again correctly, if you can.
Okay.
So let me move it to the top of yours. So there we are. Can you read it all through?
Okay. Last Friday, I traveled to Berlin. The trip was a bit long and dull.
Dull, yeah.
Dull, as we first stopped at Cologne. Then I had to wait 2 hours for the connecting flight.
When you say wait, I want you to say a. Hey, wait, await. So to wait.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait 2 hours for the connecting flight.
You know, because your merger sound was like this. Wet, wait. So let me write a sentence.
Wait.
Can you say this sentence now?
I waited in the wet.
Yes, okay. So then I had to wait 2 hours for the connecting flight. Okay, go on.
I spent this time wandering through the airport, getting in and out of shops with no interest in buying anything. Finally, I went to an Asian fast
Asian. Just say this like
Asian.
Asian. A and jeune. Like television. The je is not so common in English. There are actually, if you ask me which words have this sound, I can only think of a few. So television, imagination is sh, so it's different. But this one has it, Asian, television. So finally, I went into an Asian food store and ordered fried noodles.
Finally, I went into an Asian fast store and ordered fried noodles. 10 minutes later, the waiter brought the meal, and as soon as I tasted it, I pushed it away. I pushed it away.
Yeah, you know, when another trick is when you say finally I went into, can you say finally I went into?
Finally, I went into.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you did it the same. You see, the way to read it is the tin. Finally I went into.
Okay.
That's
Finally,
right.
I went into.
Okay, good. So that's good. So now you're here now. It was just uneatable.
It was just uneatable. They had probably misunderstood me. I'm sure they thought he was for a 6-month-old baby. So overcooked. Then I just got out and ran straight forward to the boarding room as I heard the automatic voice announcing the last call.
Okay, great. Good work.
Thank you.
So I just need some more from somebody else.
But now with completely different story.
Yeah, that's fine, but as long as we get some interesting words and get the words right, that's what we want to do. Well, if you like, you can write something and put it back into another place and tell me where to put it.
Yeah, that's right.
Or you can write about something else on the train and people on the train and another incident. You know, when you write a book, you don't always have to follow in a kind of linear sequence. Anything is allowed. Sometimes it doesn't make sense if you break off too much, but you can change a bit. You can write anything. Okay, if we don't have anything else right now, I'm going to move it up to the top as well while people are writing.
I have something else, but I am still writing.
Okay, well, I'll let you write then. I won't disturb you. I'll let you write for a minute.
I think she posted something on the.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I see something now. I was just looking at my next class starting in 5 minutes. So 4 minutes actually. So I have to be quick with this one. So let's finish off with this one. Insomnia.
Okay.
Yes. So let me post it then. Here we have it. And I'm going to tell you what I think. Finally, I jumped off the compartment. First of all, could you read it for me, please? Aina? Could you read it for me?
Finally, I jumped off the compartment and I ran quickly through the city. The scare was in my veins and it helped me to reach my meeting on time. When I arrived into the room, everybody looked at me. My clothes were dirty and striped, and I was looking very bad. People didn't believe my story, but actually I don't mind. It will remind with me the rest of my life as the day that I won the fight with the death.
Okay, some interesting things. So the scare was in my veins. That sounds a little bit artificial. It's. Is it poetic? Is it good? I don't know. It's a bit strange. So I wonder if we can think of another way of writing that, because that is very unusual. Unusual can be good, but I think this one is a little bit too unusual. So the scare was in my veins.
Okay.
So let's think about that.
Maybe it is too Spanish.
The scare was in my veins. Yeah, I think it's not really that good in English.
Okay.
So something like this, you could say in English. A kind of phrase in English for this would be something like this. A chill ran down my spine. Something like that. But I don't know exactly what you're saying, but something like that. There are lots of different ones, but a scare was in my veins sounds a bit foreign. So I'll change that. And it helped me to reach my meeting on time. Finally, I jumped off the compartment. I'm not sure about off.
Out.
Out of, yes, maybe.
Okay.
Out of is better. And it helped me to reach my meeting on time. When I arrived into the room, everybody looked at me. My clothes were dirty and striped, and I was looking very bad. People didn't believe my story, but actually I don't mind. It will remind me the rest of my life.
It will remind with me.
It will stay with me for the rest of my life. It will remind me of something. So
It will stay with me the rest of my life.
Yes.
And as the day that I won the fight against the death.
Okay, good work. All right then. So now that's good. We'll leave it like that. And now I shall go off. I'll go off to my next lesson, I think, and we're going to be reading something a little bit more advanced, but you should be okay. You should be fine. So I hope you can join.
Okay.
It's going to be about communication, and it's going to be related to workplaces and businesses. So see you all there, I hope.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you soon, sir. Bye-bye.